The 1960s and Space. Hello, my name is Catherine. My job is to help people understand how space technology can help us here on Earth. I was born in 1963. The 1960s were a very important time in the history of space technology. I'll tell you why. This is a picture of me when I was 6 years old. In the 1960s, our technology was very different. Our phones were connected to the wall with a wire. You had to use paper maps to find your way. There was no internet, only books for information. The first video game hadn't even been invented yet. Not everyone had a TV set. There were no remote controls and very few programs. Today, we have mobile phones in our pockets. We can look up all sorts of things on the internet. We have sat-nav to find our way. There are lots of TV channels and programs, and there are plenty of online games and apps. What makes all those things possible? I'll tell you, satellites. Without satellites up in space, none of those things would work properly. Satellites are a really important invention from the 1960s. They have changed the way we all live. This shiny ball is the very first satellite. It was called Sputnik. And these people are building a modern satellite. Another really important invention from the 1960s was space exploration. This is Valentina Tereshkova. She was the first woman ever to launch into space. Can you imagine how brave she must have been? She traveled into space in 1963, the week I was born. In 1969, 3 American astronauts traveled all the way to the moon and back to Earth on the Apollo 11 mission. Michael Collins flew above the moon, and Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first humans to walk on the moon. The Apollo 11 mission proved that people could safely explore space and even visit the moon, and it showed us how special our own planet, Earth, is. It made people feel we need to take care of our planet. Because of the scientists, inventors, engineers, maths experts, and brave astronauts who worked on those 1960 space missions, today modern astronauts and robots continue to work in space to explore new things that we can't learn by just staying here on Earth. Here are a few British space explorers. Helen Sharman was the first British astronaut. Tim Peake was the most recent British astronaut. And the Rosalind Franklin rover will be heading to Mars in 2022. Not everybody with a space job works out in space. I do my work right here on Earth. Every space mission includes thousands of people doing amazing jobs. And inventing remarkable things for the future. Would you like to take a holiday at a space hotel with your family? Could you imagine a robot that can build things while floating in space? And what would you think about living and working on Mars one day? Thanks for listening.